The following is a special presentation of 18 WJTS Sports. This is Indiana High School basketball here on 18 WJTS TV. High school basketball is proudly brought to you by Southern Indiana Propane, Mehringer Plumbing, Heating and Air, DuBois County Tire, and Ubalor & Sons Chevy, Cadillac, Toyota. It's time to settle in, as tip-off is moments away.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Jasper High School basketball coverage here on 18 WJTS. I'm Carey Schneider, along with Jeremy Marcos on video, and tonight the Wildcats are back at home after a quick road trip to Evansville Reitz earlier this week to take on their old arch rivals, the Alices of Old Vincennes. The Alices coming into tonight's game at 6-5, 1-1 in the Southern Indiana Athletic Conference standings, while the Wildcats 6-3, 3-1 in the SIAC. And this game is rather interesting. One thing to note is that it will be the final game between these two schools as conference foes after both teams were a part of the same conference, either be it the Big 8 Conference or the SIAC for about the last 46 years, since about 1980-81 was actually the first year of the old Big 8 Conference. And of course it's been an interesting rival ever since in all sports, basketball, baseball, football, of course. Even though it's going to be the last conference game between these two schools, they will continue to play each other from what I understand in most sports. I know they are of course quitting in football, but basketball and baseball, they will remain the same as far as on those schedules among other sports as well. We're about to have the tip-off of tonight's game, and there it is. It's controlled by the Wildcats, who have Riley Foy, Logan Day, Max Butel, Levi Klaus, and Jalen Mainers for Coach John Gable's ball club. The Alices will be starting Leighton Battles, Jaden Miller, Ryder Duke, Colton York, and Colton Duke. And there's a steal away as the Alices come up with the basketball. They will have their first possession, no score. Jasper coming off a victory on Tuesday night at Evansville Reitz, defeating the Panthers 56-45 at Reitz. Cats have won 6 out of the last 7 contests. The Alices are, as I said, 6-5, with currently on a 2-game winning streak with victories over Central and North Knox. Battles has it out in the backcourt. Right side over to Duke. Here's a 3 on the way. It is short and no good by Jaden Miller, and the Wildcats will have the basketball. Day inside the circle, out to Mainers. He'll fire a 3 and hit. Mainers had, I believe, 22 points the other night against Reitz, and he scores the first 3 of this contest. It's 3-0. Wildcats draw first blood. Lincoln on the attack. Miller, guarded by Day, deals it out to Battles. Duke, 3 out to Battles, but no good. And Duke will have the rebound, and he'll clear it back out. Here's Battles inside the lane, scoops it up, and couldn't get the fall. Mainers will come down with the board. Cats on the attack. Foy in the corner, deals it out to Day. That 3-point shot is no good. Turn around by Mainers, got it. Mainers with the follow through. He's got 5. The Cats have 5. They lead it 5-0. Lincoln with the basketball. Here's Battles, top of the key. Duke drives, puts it off the glass, no good. Tipped up is good, though, by Colton Duke. So Colton Duke scores the first 2 for the Alices. It's 5-2 Jasper. And a whistle and a traveling violation will go against the Cats. So turnover for Jasper. Just before the ball game tonight, Greater Jasper Superintendent Dr. Tracy Lori presented the game ball from last Saturday night's ball game between the Wildcats and Evansville Central. Here's a 3 on the way, is short. And in that ball game, twice presented the basketball to head coach John Gable. In that ball game, Coach Gable became Jasper High School's all-time winningest coach. Pull-up three by Mainers is short, and Alice's will have it. Anyway, the Cats in that ball game, or Coach Gable in that ball game, became the all-time winningest coach, picking up his 248th victory in his 19th season here at Jasper. First picked up 249 for Tuesday night at Rice. So again, congratulations to John. As we continue here against Vincennes Lincoln, it's 5-2 Wildcats. Alice's with the basketball. Battles loses the basketball. He gets it back. He'll deal it out to Colton Duke. Miller on the wing. Stops inside the key. Three-corner from the corner is good by Ryder Duke. Ryder Duke ties this ball game up with that three-point shot. We're tied at 5 apiece. Cats looking to answer. Ball is batted out of bounds as a Lincoln player got a piece of it. It'll belong to Jasper. 5-5 the score. 4:01 to go in the first quarter of play. Here on 18 WJTS, Carey Schneider, Jeremy Marcos. Jason Stamm is away, of course, tonight. He is with Coach Terry baseball coach Terry Gobert, as well as the rest of the Jasper staff, as they are up in Columbus, Ohio, as Coach Gobert being inducted into yet another Hall of Fame. We'll talk about that more in a second, as that shot is no good, and the Alice's come up with the board. Coach Gobert inducted this evening in the American Baseball Coaches Association Hall of Fame. So congratulations to Terry, and just another many of honors in his illustrious career as the head coach of the Wildcat baseball program. Foul is called by Jack Levin, who recently checked into the ball game. Actually, as the shot was good by Ryder Duke, and he tried to complete a three-point play, but came up short on that free throw attempt. 7-5, Lincoln on top. Here's a three from the top of the key. It's too hard, no good by Riley Foy, and the Alice's with the basketball and a 2-point lead. Anyway, Jason's enjoying himself, I'm sure, tonight up at Columbus, Ohio. Hopefully he'll be get back in time to join us at Evansville North tomorrow night. He thinks he will, but we'll see. If not, we'll certainly understand. Scramble for the basketball. Finds a man underneath, up and in. Jack Levin, nice pass. So Mainer's showing his arm as far as from the quarterback position. Fires a pass down low to Levin, wide open underneath the basket. He's got his first two. We're tied at 7 apiece, as Keenan Lamont will check in for the Wildcats. Mainers back to Levin. Left side over to Lamont. Foy, top of the key, no good on the free throw. And the Wildcats come up short on that possession. Lincoln with the basketball. We're tied at 7. Carson Sanders in the contest now for the Alice's. York deals it out to Miller. Miller's over on the wing. Duke now with it. 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Still tied at 7 apiece. Whistle and a traveling violation is going to be called on Leighton Battles as he shuffled his feet while trying to make a move. Turnover against the Alice's. Cats will have it. 1:55 to go in the first. Again, tied 7 apiece. New face in the ball game for the Alice's, Mac McCormick. Remember him from the football squad. Steal by the Alice's. Battles with it in the backcourt. Guarded by Lamond. Sanders now. In the corner over to Duke. Ryder Duke with it. 1:22 to go in the quarter. Ball is knocked away on an attempted shot by the Alices. Mainers will bring it up the floor to Lamond. Lamond clears it over to Foy. Shot up and in. Riley Foy with his first two. Jasper regains the lead, 9-7, and another traveling violation against the Alices. Third traveling violation by both teams combined. One against the Cats and two against Lincoln. Already here in this first quarter, we're just under a minute to play. Jasper with the basketball, they lead by 2. Here's Day out to Foy. Left side over to Lamond. Levin back out to Lamond. He'll pump a three and miss the shot. No good. Battle for the rebound, and the Alices come up with it. As York will get the rebound, and he'll clear it out to Duke. Battles now in the backcourt. He'll drive, and he'll draw the foul, I believe, on Lamond. We'll see who they give it to. Either Lamond or... and it will be Lamond. So Kenyon Lamond picks up the foul. Ethan Thornburg checks in for Jasper. 20 seconds ago. York with it. The Battles. Miller. And a whistle and an over and back violation as they lost the handle of the basketball. And Jasper will have it again on yet another turnover for Lincoln as Ryder Duke will come back in for the final 7 seconds of this first quarter. So Jasper will have it, leading by 2. 7 seconds ago. Levin will hold high and fire it out to Foy. 5 seconds. Foy tries to deal to Mainers. He got Levin down low, but he was unable to get the shot off before the horn sounded. And with that being the case, that brings us to the end of the first quarter of play with the score Jasper 9, Vincennes Lincoln 7. We'll be back in a moment right here on 18 WJTS.
Southern Indiana Propane recognizes the hard work and dedication that our student athletes put forth to prepare to play their best in representation of our schools. The team at Southern Indiana Propane works to be tough on safety and easy on the pocketbook for our customers. When it comes to safety, we are the most stringent in the area because we want to do all we can to help our customers have confidence that their energy choice is a safe and efficient low-carbon option that is reliable and ready when you are. Propane, energy for everyone.
Second quarter of play about to get underway here at the Jasper High School Gymnasium between the Lincoln Alices and the Jasper Wildcats. Cats leading it 9-7. Alices will have the basketball to start the period. Man double teamed and a whistle, and foul is going to be called on Jasper, it looks like. Now we'll go against Ethan Thornburg. Thornburg came in late in that first quarter. That'll be his first team foul of the second quarter against either ball club. York with it, cross courts over to Duke almost. Well, Duke tried to scoop a shot up, no good. Coming up with the basketball is Parker Ernie. Seeing his first action of the night. Day fires a three, it's no good. Butel comes up with it. Thornburg pumps a three and he'll hit. So Ethan Thornburg, second three-pointer of the night for the Wildcats. 12-7, Jasper by 5. Duke over left side to Sanders. Ryder Duke over to Battles. Jasper 12, Lincoln 7. That shot is no good by Battles, and a long rebound comes to the Wildcats. Day over the corner to Thornburg, and the ball is going to be kicked, and it'll belong to the Wildcats as Riley Foy checks back into the contest, and he will replace Ethan Thornburg. Just gave the Wildcats a 5-point lead with a big 3-point basket from the left wing. 6.5 to go in the second quarter. 12-7 Wildcats. Mainers out in the backcourt, over to Day. Day kicks it back out to Foy. Ernie, right side to Butel. Down low is Mainers, missed the shot. Battle for the rebound, and coming up with it is Ryder Duke for the Lincoln Alice's. He'll clear it out to Battles. Battles dribbles, gives it out to Sanders. Back to Battles. Sanders pumps a three. No good. Long rebound to Butel, and he'll quickly bring it up the floor. Down low to Ernie. Deals it out. Three on the way is good. Nice assist by Ernie as he finds Logan Day out on the wing. Day fires a three-point shot. 15-7 Jasper with 5:24 to go in the second quarter of play. We're back in a moment. You're watching Wildcat basketball on 18 WJTS.
The winter clearance event is on at Jubilar Chevrolet Cadillac in Jasper. Right now, get year-end savings on select new Chevrolet models in stock, but only while supplies last. Shop favorites like the tough, dependable Silverado pickup, the comfortable and versatile Equinox, and the fun, fuel-efficient Trax. All priced to move. Plus, you never pay any dealer fees or document fees at Jubilar's, saving you even more. Don't delay. Come in today for the winter clearance event at Jubilar Chevrolet Cadillac in Jasper, where customers send their friends since 1929.
Back at the Jasper High School Gymnasium as Dave Mahurin. The Alice's called timeout after the Cats jump out. 6 quick points to start the second quarter, to lead at 15-7. That ball is knocked out of bounds. The Alice's will have it. Lincoln with the basketball, trailing 15-7. Miller. Here is Duke, Ryder Duke. York has it taken away by Butel, who will clear it down to Day. Day on the baseline gets bumped. Actually, they're going to call him for traveling. Looked like he was bumped perhaps by an Alice defender. Leighton Battles will come back in for Vincennes Lincoln. They will have the basketball, trailing by 8, 15-7. Miller in the backcourt. Battles now. And he will be called for the turnover. Or was it? Actually, no, okay, it looks like it's going to be a foul away from the basketball, perhaps an illegal screen on Colton Duke, and it will be the case. That'll be Duke's first, I believe the first foul the whole game for the Alice's that at least I have marked down. So not much. In fact, Jasper's only been called for maybe 2, Lamond and Thornburg. I'm not unless I missed 1 or 2. Here's Foy for 3. It is no good. And the rebound comes to Lincoln as Colton Duke was able to pull it down. York Battles on the corner, pulls it out here to Miller. Again to Battles. He'll drive the baseline, loses the handle, out of bounds. It belongs to the Wildcats. Cash Kendall will see his first action of the night. Coach Gable, of course, Jasper's bench very deep this year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players now have seen action so far in this ball game for Jasper here in the first half. Ball is turned over to the Alices. 3:46 to go in the third. Shot up and in is good. Down low, Mainers. Kendall fires outside to number 5, Logan Day, for his second three-pointer of the night. He's got 6 here in the second quarter, and the Cats jump out to their biggest lead of the night at 18-9. Here's a three on the other way by Battles, no good, and the Cats come up with the board. Nearing the 3-minute mark in the second quarter. Down low, shot up, and no good. As they found Kendall, but it was fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. That foul was called on Colton York, his first, team second of the quarter. Kendall will go to the line to shoot 2. Chance to give the Wildcats 10, if not, well, he'll short up on that one. As Carson Sanders comes into the lineup for Lincoln, as does Lamond and Thornburg for the Wildcats. Kendall's second shot is good. So Kendall's got 1 for 2 from the line that trip. And the Cats do lead it by 10 now at 19-9. Sanders was trapped in front of the Jasper bench, and a foul is going to be called on the Wildcats. It looks like it's going to go on Kendall. That'll be his first, the team's second of the quarter. Ryder Duke will inbound it for the Alices. He'll deal it over here to Colton Duke, I should say. Miller fires a long three-point shot. Lincoln comes down with the board. Battles with it. Millers will fire a three, and his shot is no good. And the Wildcats come up the board. He clears it out to Kendall. Kendall will take it all the way, put it up, but a foul will be called on the Lincoln Alices. Kendall tried to take it all the way to the hole, but he was fouled in the process of a shot. And he will go to the line for the second time with 2 free throws coming. He hit 1 of 2, and he was short on that first one. Foul, by the way, was called on Jaden Miller, his first. Kendall with another shot coming. This one is short as well. Sanders had the rebound for the Alices, and losing the handle was Leighton Battles, and another turnover for Lincoln. So turnovers have been a big problem for the Alices here tonight. One thing we miss about Jason, he always kept track of those. A lot of reasons to miss Jason tonight. Miss having a partner, period. It's hard. Not fun doing a ball game by yourself, I will say out loud. Mainers muscles that shot up and in. And Jalen Mainers has his 7th point. 21-9, Jasper with the lead. Battles fires a three and hits. Leighton Battles has 5 points. In fact, he has all 5 points for the Alices here in the second quarter. Nearing the 1.5-minute mark in this first half. Cats lead it 21-12. Levin fires it out to Foy. Foy shoots a three, but he overshoots the basket. And the Alices have the basketball. And that shot is good by Leighton Battles. So Battles, with all 7 of Vincennes Lincoln's points, here in the second quarter. Mainers pumps a three, and this one is short. Couldn't get it to fall. Under a minute to go. Lincoln has the basketball. Miller pumps a three from the left side. It's no good. Mainers, though, knocks Leighton Battles in a mid-air collision to the floor. And Battles will go to the line to shoot two as Mainers picks up his first personal. Only 44 seconds to go, but it is the third foul of the quarter for the Wildcats. And Battles is short on that free throw attempt. He has scored every point for Lincoln here in the second quarter as Logan Day comes back in. And 44 seconds to go. Jasper leads it by 7. They were up by as much as 12, I believe. That free throw is short as well. And they're going to call Logan Day for an offensive foul, perhaps a forearm. And that will be his first. So offensive foul against Jasper as Coach Gable seeking an explanation from the official. 40 seconds to go. Jasper 21, Vincennes Lincoln 14. Colton Duke with the basketball. Over to Ryder Duke. Ryder deals it over here to Sanders. Miller now holds high. Sanders to Battles. 14 seconds to go. Alice is looking for the last shot. Battles drives, puts a shot up, no good. Mainers comes out with the board. 6 seconds to go. Jalen brings it down the floor. Finds Thornburg down low, and he will try to find a man down low to, he's actually looking for Logan Day. And the Wildcats will have it with 1.5 to go before halftime. Cooper Collins comes in for the last second and a half of the quarter. And a whistle as the pass was trying to be in bounds, and they call a foul on the Wildcats, I guess, or was it? No, actually, I'm sorry, against Lincoln, as Mainers will go to the line. And it was the fifth foul anyway of the quarter against the Alices, and that was called on, looks like Ryder Duke for his first. Anyway, Mainers at the line, and he'll have two coming, and his first one is no good. Second one is good. He's got with 8. Long half-court shot by Cooper Collins is no good. And that will bring us to the end of the first half of the play with the score Jasper 22, Vincennes Lincoln 14. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS.
Think about the journey, not about how you're getting there. The all-new Michelin LTX MS2, engineered for 2 extra years of tread life. Available at DuBois County Tire and Supply in Jasper.
Big or small, we service all. DuBois County Tire.
Jasper High School Gymnasium, Carey Schneider and Jeremy Marcos about to bring you the second half of tonight's ball game between the Jasper Wildcats and the Vincennes Lincoln Alices, in which the Wildcats lead 22-14 here at the halftime break. Take a quick look at the scores for both ball clubs. The Leighton Battles leads the Alices in scoring. In fact, he's got half of their 14 points, with 7 all coming in the second quarter. In fact, he was the only Alices scorer in the second quarter. 5 points for Colton York and 2 points for Colton Duke. The Cats led in scoring by Jalen Mainers with 8, Logan Day 6, 3 for Ethan Thornburg, 1 for Cash Kendall. As the Wildcats will have the ball to start the second half. 2 points for Riley Foy and 2 points for Jack Levin. And the Cats will turn it over to the Alices on their first possession. Both teams will have their original starting lineups to start the second half. Lincoln with Leighton Battles, Jaden Miller, Ryder Duke, Colton York, and Colton Duke. Lots of two Coltons and two Dukes on their lineup right now. Cats, of course, Foy, Day, Butel, Klaus, and Mainers to start the second half for Coach John Gable's ball club. 22-14 is our score. Lincoln with their first possession of the half. Down low, shot up and in by Colton York. Will pick up his first two. Foy with it. Day to Klaus, or excuse me, Mainers, I should say. Tries to find Foy, but he will not be able to come up with that errant pass. And the Cats turn it over on their first two possessions of the second half, but lead it 22-16. Battles fires a three. It's short, no good. Klaus comes up with the board, and Foy will bring it up. He'll try to find Dave. Day comes up. It clears to Butel. Klaus down low, up and in as Klaus cut down the lane. And Levi Klaus picks up his first two. Jasper back up to an 8-point, 24-16 lead. Miller Battles now with it, left side to Duke. Battles fires a three and hits. Leighton Battles with a three-point basket. He's got 10. And suddenly the Cats lead slips down to 5 at 24-19 with that three-point shot. Butel down low out in the corner to Klaus, back to Max. Mainers to Butel, down low, Levi Klaus. Klaus busts it up and in. Levi Klaus. He's got 4 points here in the third quarter. In fact, all four of the Cats' points. Jasper back out to a 26-19 lead. Right, and Ryder with the three-point shot. That is no good. Foy quickly brings it up the floor, finds Klaus, up and in. And a foul. So Klaus having a heck of a start to this third quarter of play. He's got 3 buckets, 6 points, with a chance to pick up his 7th if he connect and complete this three-point play. Foul is called on Colton York, his second. Klaus, a little hard on that free throw attempt. Jasper back out to a 9-point lead and make it 6 as Leighton Battles continues his hot shooting. He's got his second three-pointer of the third quarter. He's got 13. And now the Alices only trail by 6, as we said, 28-22. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter of play. There's a steal by the Alices. Ryder Duke takes it up and scores at a foul. So Ryder Duke, from the beginning to end, comes up with the steal, takes it all the way to the other end of the floor, lays it up and draws the foul. And suddenly the Alices are within 4 now at 28-24. As that foul will go against Max Butel. Colton Duke will sit down after picking up his second foul. And that free throw is no good. Both teams struggling from the line tonight. But there's a steal by Lincoln. They have the basketball. They trail by 4. And a steal away again by Butel. Foy, Mainers, up and in. Big basket for the Cats. They need that. So Mainers picks up his 10th point. A big basket for the Wildcats to put them back up by 6. After the Alices, who once trailed by double figures, were able to knock it down to 4 here in the third quarter, but Cats come up with an answer on that last possession. And losing the handle, and it will be is York, Colton York, but it will belong to the Alices of Old Vincennes. They trail the Cats by 6. 30-24 is the score, and a whistle. A foul called on Butel, I guess, away from the ball. And he will come out of the ball game. Levon will come in as well as Ernie. Also taking a seat will be Klaus. Scored 6 points in this quarter. In fact, he scored all 6 points for the Cats, but now he will sit down. Here's a drive to the hole, up and in, and a foul to Leighton Battles, who the foul will be called on Keenan Lamont, his second. And Battles, who's got 10, 13, 15, making 16 points, has put the Alices within 3 now at 30-27. Foy fires a 3. It is no good. Miller comes up with the basketball. Driving it to the hole and drawing the foul is Colton York. York will go to the line to shoot 2 as Ernie will be called for the foul. Parker Ernie picks up his first. Alice's are 0 for 5 from the line in this contest, as Colton York will try to end that skid for Lincoln. Once we ever get the basketball to him. He'll have 2 shots coming. That one does fall. So York hits the first free throw of the night for Lincoln, and he puts the Alices within 2 at 30-28. York's got 3 points. He misses that one, as both teams kind of struggling a little bit from the line in this ball game. And a whistle, and John Gable will call a timeout. Jasper's lead has fallen to 2 at 30-28 with 3:38 to go in this third quarter of play. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS.
Contact Maringer Plumbing, Heating and Air at 812-482-4425. That's 812-482-4425. Located at 723 3rd Avenue in Jasper.
It's hard to stop a train.
Back at the Jasper High School Gymnasium, 30-28 is our score after a timeout by the Wildcats, who have allowed the Lincoln Alices to cut what was once a 10-point lead down to 2. 30-28 is our score, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called against Lincoln, as Mainers fired a 3-point shot, but that foul is going to be away from the basketball. That foul is called on number 14, Ryder Duke, his second. Jasper with 4 fouls with still 3:25 to go here in this third quarter. That was Lincoln's second, by the way. Ernie. Foy fires it back out to Ernie. Here's Day. Foy finds Mainers down low. Jalen double team, fires a cross court pass to Lamont. He'll fire a 3, get it! He hits it. Keenan Lamont with his first 3-point basket, his first points of the night. Jasper back out by 5, 33-28. Cats looking for a stop. Here's a 3 on the way, off the mark, no good. And the Cats come up with the basketball. Ernie has it. He'll deal it over to Foy, and Foy will bring it up the floor. Day now, down low, tries to find Mainers. The ball was knocked. They're going to say it was Wait a minute, they're going to check us out. The official down low is trying to say that they're going to discuss it, and they are going to get the call right, it looks like. So the official out on the left wing quickly came in, and well, of course, Coach Gable was like, you got to be kidding me when he first saw the initial call, but official was telling John, take it easy, we're going to discuss it, and well, they got the call right. Jasper will maintain possession with 2.5 to go in the third. Jasper with a 5-point lead, 33-28. Day down low to Ernie, up and in. Parker Ernie with his first two. 35-28, Jasper back up by 7. Miller now over to Battles, who loses the handle for a second. 2 minutes to go. York inside the lane. York tries to get it off the dribble. He will not. He loses the handle. And the ball will go back to the Wildcats. So Jasper with the lead at 35-28 is our score. 7-point lead as Riley Foy will take a rest with 2 points in this contest. Thornburg checks in and shot up and in by Ernie is good and a foul. Parker Ernie with his 4th point. We'll have a chance to complete a 3-point play. Jasper leads at 37-28. Cats back up by 9. Ernie with a chance to put it back up to double figures as Levi Klaus will come into the contest to replace Jalen Mainers. Mainers takes a seat. He's got 10. Ernie, as we said, with 4 with a free throw coming. And this one's good. So Parker Ernie completes the 3-point play. He's got 5 points. Jasper back up by 10 at 38-28. Battles with it, circles top of the key. Here's a jumper by Sanders, is no good. And Lamont comes up with the board, and he'll bring it up the floor. He'll fire it out to Klaus. Klaus to Thornburg, back out to Klaus, looks at the 3. Here's a 3 on the way, is good by Logan Day. Logan Day with his 3rd 3-pointer of the night. He's got 9 points. Alice has called timeout, finding themselves down by 13 with 1:08 to go in the 3rd quarter. We'll be back in a moment. This is Wildcat basketball on 18 WJTS.
The winter clearance event is on at Jubilar Toyota in Jasper. Right now, get year-end savings on remaining new 2025 models in stock, but only while supplies last. Shop favorites like the tough and powerful Tacoma pickup and the popular versatile RAV4 SUV. Available now and priced to move. Plus, you never pay any dealer fees or document fees at Jubilar's, saving you even more. Don't delay. Come in today for the winter clearance event at Jubilar Toyota in Jasper, where customers send their friends since 1929.
Well, what was once a 2-point contest, I believe, for as far as the Cats with the lead, suddenly Jasper goes on a tear, and now they're up by 13 with 1:08 to go here in the 3rd quarter after that timeout by the Alices. They will have the basketball, as we said, trailing by 13, 41-28, with a minute to go exactly here in the 3rd quarter as that ball is knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to Lincoln. As we said, this is be the final conference game in basketball between these two squads. They will continue to play each other, but not as conference foes after some 45, 46 years between the Big 8 Conference and the SIAC. Lincoln moving on to a different conference next year, and Southern Indiana Athletic Conference will drop to 9 teams, Jasper, Castle, and the 7 Evansville schools. 38 seconds ago, cross-court pass, 3 on the way is short, no good by Carson Sanders. Jasper has it. Thornburg drives the baseline. Ball is kicked out of bounds by Sanders. A lot of interesting battles between these two schools, not only in the in regular season games, but in the sectional as well, since Jasper since the advent of class sports back in 1998. These two teams met each other quite often in the old Washington and South. Well, when they were in 3A together, of course, Jasper went up to 4A for a few years before going back down to 3A, I guess, last year. I believe it was the first year they were back in 3A. Ernie's shot up, no good. Battle for the rebound, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter of play with the score Jasper 41, Vincennes Lincoln 28. We'll be back with the fourth and final period right after this on AT WJTS.
Providing news, sports, interviews, meetings, and presentations, community events, information, and local resources to you. All from the comfort of where you choose to watch, read, or listen. Whether you're at home, at work, or on the go, we'll be there for you. 18 WJTS. Local people watching local people, and more.
Well, Jasper's jumped out to a 41-13. Start over. Jasper's jumped out to a 41-28 lead, a 13-point lead for the Wildcats after outscoring the Alice's 19-14 in the third quarter. Fourth quarter underway here on 18 WJTS. Alice's will have the basketball. Jasper on the road tomorrow night on Saturday at Evansville North to take on a very good Husky ball club. We'll have that for you on Sunday at 1 o'clock here on 18 WJTS. So the second of, I believe, 4 doubleheader weekends, if you want to call it that. Friday, Saturday weekends for Jasper this month. Next week, the Cats' only game will be against Washington. That'll be the only weekend here in January, which they only play one game that is scheduled. So a busy January for Jasper basketball. Glad to bring it all to you here on 18 WJTS. Jasper with a 13-point lead, 41-28, and Cats working the offense. Foy puts a shot up and in. Riley Foy has his 4th point. 15-point lead for the Wildcats, their biggest of the ball game. Jumper is good, though, on the other end by Ryder Duke. Duke's got 7. 5 in the first half, 3 in the third quarter. So actually 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, my apologies. 10 points for Duke. Where's my math at? Turnover, I believe. And it'll belong to the Alices. Lincoln with the basketball, trailing by 13 now. 3-point shot is short. The Alices maintain possession on the offensive rebound. Turnaround jumper is no good by Sanders, but he will draw the foul. So Sanders will go to shoot 2. Lincoln, as we said, struggling from the line, though, tonight. And that foul, by the way, is called on Riley Foy, his first. 1, 2 out of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from the line as he nails that first one. Sanders, by the way, his first points, making his second as he hits them both. So 2 points for Carson Sanders. 43-32 is our score. Jasper in control right now. Mainers puts it down. Max Butel found Mainers down low and he slams it home. For Mainers, that's his 12th point of the night. 45-32, 6:06 to go in the contest. Cats lead by 13. Battles, dribbles, and pulls up jumper is good. He's got 17, the lead to Alice's in scoring. 45-34 is our score. Kendall with the three and good. Cash Kendall cashes in on that trifecta. He's got 4. Mainers comes up with the board. Here is Kendall. Clears it out to Jalen. Foy to Butel. Out to Jalen. 5:08 to go in the ball game. 48-34 is our score. And a whistle and some debris of some sort on the floor as Cooper Collins comes in. He saw a little bit of action earlier in this contest, I believe in the first half. Under 5 minutes to go. Jasper with the basketball. They lead 48-34. Mainers out to Day. Back to Jalen. He looks for Riley down low, but instead he finds Day for a 3, and that shot is no good. Kendall's shot up on the rebound basket is no good, but he will draw the foul. So Kendall will go to the line. He's got 4 points. He is 1 out of 4 from the line this evening. And with the 3-point basket, gives him 4, looking for 5 and 6 here. If he can connect on these, and that first one is good. He bounced it off the front of the rim and got it to fall. 5 points for the Wildcats senior. Makes one is no good. Tipped up and coming down with the board of the Alice's. Colton York with it, and traveling will be called against Lincoln. As Ryder Duke turned it over. 4.5 minutes to play in this ball game. Jasper with a 15-point lead, 49-34. Shot is up and in by Riley Foy for his 6th point. And a 17-point lead now for the Cats. Jasper looking for its 7th win on the year and go 4-1 in the conference, while the Alice's on the way to evening up their record at 6-6 if this holds out, and 1-2 in SIAC play. North Huskies lead the SIAC right now. They are 7-2 overall after losing a pair of games in a tournament up in Indianapolis area, I believe in Fishers over the holiday. Here's Mainer's shot up and in, and a foul. So Jalen Mainers, 14 points. He'll look for picking up number 17 here, and he does come up short. And with the board is Carson Sanders. Under 4 minutes to play. York in the baseline, deals it out to Battles. Battles will now drive, finds Collins. Ryder for 3, Ryder Duke, and that shot is no good. Butel has it. It's a hip, and are they going to call the foul there? Or just say, yeah, they will. And that foul will go against, I believe, Colton York is who they got on the scoreboard. And that'll be his 3rd. As Kendall and Max Butel will sit down. Lamont and Ernie back in the contest for the Cats. Ernie with it there on the top of the key. Parker over to Foy. Here's Day. Mainers. 3:20 to go. Pass is knocked away as they tried to find Ernie underneath. Laying it up and in on the other end is Leighton Battles for the Alices. He's got 19 to lead all scorers this evening. Ernie, Day on the wing. Back out to Ernie, top of the key. Under 3 minutes to go. 53-36 is the score. Mainers follows up with his missed shot to get it in. And Maynard scores his 6th point here in the 4th quarter. He's got 16. 55-36, and it's still again by the Wildcats. Here is Day. Logan stops, finds Ernie. Ernie off the glass and in, and a foul. Parker Ernie off the bench tonight with his 7th point. He has a 3-point play earlier in this contest in the 3rd quarter. 6-7 points here in the 2nd half for the Wildcat junior, or sophomore, I should say. Mainers and Riley Foy will sit down and probably be finished for the evening as Ernie completes the 3-point play. He's got 8. Nice contributions again by Ernie here this evening for this Wildcat ball club, who leads at 58-36, and a 3-point shot is good by Jaden Miller. Miller picks up his first points of the night, 58-39. Nicholas Aguilera in the contest now, by the way, for the Cats. Nicholas, a 5'9" junior, plays a lot of action on the JV ball club, who of course won again tonight for Coach Bagley's ball club. Ball is knocked away. It'll be out of bounds. It'll belong to the Wildcats. So Ernie, Thornburg, Aguilera, Levin, and Lamont on the floor to finish out this contest. Here is Aguilera, puts it up and in! Aguilera on the receiving end of that pass, scooped it up, got the foul, got the fall, and the Cats lead at 60-39. Nice play by Aguilera. Brandon Boozy will come into the contest. Aguilera tries to complete the 3-point play. His free throw is short, but the ball is knocked out and Cats will maintain possession. 1:33 to go in this contest. Tanner Young also in the game for the Cats. Young. Thornburg. Down low to Boozy. Jasper, maybe we'll start to run out the clock here with 1:10 to go and a 60-39 lead, 21-point lead for the Cats. Aguilera, who just scored earlier. Ernie loses the handle but gets it back to Thornburg. Down low to Boozy, puts it up and in! Brandon Boozy off the bench. He gives the Cats a 62-39 lead. Free throw, three-point shot is no good. .30 seconds to go on the steal. Follow-up is no good. Jasper with it, with 20 seconds on the clock. Down low, Boozy, up and in! Brandon Boozy, 4 baskets. Towards the end of this contest, 64-39. Jasper with 6 seconds to go. 3-point shot is good at the buzzer by Colton York for his 6th point of the night. And the final score, Jasper 64, Vincennes Lincoln 42. The Wildcats pick up their 7th victory of the year, their second in a row. And the Alice's fall to 6-6, 1-2 in Big 8 conference play. Jasper improves to 4-1 in the conference play. So big victory for the Wildcats tonight to stay in striking distance of the SIAC conference standings. Of course, a lot of basketball yet to be played. Big one tomorrow night against Evansville North, as we've already alluded to a couple of times. Tell you what, we'll take a break and come back and see if we have a coach to talk to and take a look at the scoring and wrap things up right here on 18 WJTS.
103.3 The Fix is Southern Indiana's go-to radio station for must-have music hits.
I love your music!
From the All-American Rejects to Lizzo, we've got you covered.
Dude, I listen all the time.
Did we mention we also have local news, sports, and Pacers basketball?
Wow.
Your music fix, your sports fix, your fix for it all.
Oh my God, I won!
Tune in to 103.3 and get your fix today.
Today's must-have music all day.
Back at the Jasper High School Gymnasium, where the Wildcats come out on top with a 64-42 victory over the Vincennes Lincoln Alice's to improve to 7-3, 4-1 in the Big 8 conference play. We'll take a quick look at the scoring as we look like we have a couple of coaches heading our way. For the Alice's, they were led in the scoring by Leighton Battles with 19 points. In fact, he led all scorers this evening between both ball clubs. Jaden Miller with 3, 10 points for Ryder Duke, 6 points for Colton York. Colton's Duke with 2 and 2 points for Carson Sanders. For the Wildcats, they were led in scoring this evening by Jalen Mainers with 16 points, 8 points for Parker Ernie, and let's see here, 9 points for Logan Dave, 6 for Riley Foy, 6 points for Max Butel, 2 points for Jack Levin, 3 points for Keenan Lamont, as well as Ethan Thornburg. 8 points off the bench by Parker Ernie. Great evening for Ernie this evening. 5 points for Cash Kendall. And we saw Nicholas Aguilera and Brandon Boozy come out the bench towards the end, picking up points. Boozy, a freshman, with 4. Aguilera with 2. That was the Wildcats scoring this evening. Coach Caleb Bagley is now with us. Caleb, nice.
I'm not sure if I'm on.
Yeah, you're on.
Okay,
You're on.
okay.
You're good. Yeah, I heard you.
Okay.
I made sure the mic was turned up. Okay, so, but again, Caleb, thanks for coming up tonight. And I guess talk a little bit about this ball club. I mean, great, this distribution of wealth there for the Cats.
Yeah, when we moved the ball and got some shots from inside out, we were a little bit more effective. Vincennes did a good job, especially in the first half, kind of neutralizing the paint. We had a lot of opportunities from the perimeter and didn't cash in on a whole lot of them in the first half, but kind of knew that if we could build a little bit of a lead and then just guard them, we felt pretty good about it. But give them credit. They came out of that third quarter knocking down some shots. Number 2 got going there a little bit, and that's what he can do. So our guys responded. I think they cut it to 30-28, and then we kind of took off from there. But
it was pretty streaky down there and so forth. I mean, we jumped out to about maybe a 10-12 lead right at one point where they were able to knock it down to 2.
Yeah.
But we did a great job responding.
Yeah, no doubt. You get in that situation where there wasn't a whole lot of energy in the building, so you're kind of one of those deals where you're like, okay, this could get interesting. Our guys did a nice job taking care of the ball there. We had a bunch of turnovers kind of in that span as well, and taking care of it and then making the right play and just keeping the game simple.
Well, again, this is a very nice victory. Of course, it only gives you another lift in the conference standings. You're now 4-1, as of course, needless to say, in the hunt for the SIAC at this point. Yeah. And of course, more games to come about. So, of course, it is also, by the way, the last game we're going to be playing the Alice's in a conference situation. So it's interesting to see there.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit different. Obviously, anytime you play Vincennes, it's a lot of fun. Just the history of the rivalry, playing them in the conference, kind of makes it even a little bit more interesting. But yeah, like you said, with the SIAC, we got to go to North tomorrow night. North's got a really good team, so we got to get ourselves ready to go again tomorrow. That's a big one for the conference because I would say North, Bossy, I'm not saying they're the only ones that have a chance, but that's a big chance a big opportunity tomorrow to kind of have a chance in the conference.
Speaking of the conference, and you said North, they are 2-0 in the conference along with Harrison, and Bosse 1-0. And so, yeah, I mean, the Huskies are 7-2. They were off to a 7-0 start before losing a couple, I believe, in the tournament up at Fishers over the holidays. So.
Yeah, they played some good teams up there in Indy. So, they're always well coached. They've got the Chapman kid's coming back. He's a senior, and he's played a few years for him on the varsity. So he'll be a handful, but they've just got a good group. So we're going to have to go down there and play well. Speaking
of going back to Vincennes, by the way, of course, again, it's a potential sectional opponent. So it's a nice win, obviously, to see what they all have to offer and so forth before possibly seeing them in the sectional. Yeah, that's it. They do a really nice job running their stuff. That's kind of the first quarter. They did a good job running their stuff, and they're patient. And then, like I said, they've got a couple of guys that can get going, but number 2 especially. But yeah, I mean, you look ahead to the sectional. There's just not a game in there that you sit there and go, yeah, we should win that one pretty, easily or anything. And that's the way it should be. That's what makes it fun, and it's a competitive sectional. It's a competitive conference, and it's good for our guys. Well, again, congratulations, Caleb, on a great victory tonight. We'll see you tomorrow night at Evansville. Sounds good. Thanks, Carey. Thank you. Caleb Bagley is our guest here on the postgame show. Wildcats win it by the score of 64-42. They improve to 7-3 overall, 4-1 in conference play. The Alices even up their record at 6-6 and 1-2 in Southern Indiana Athletic Conference basketball play here in 25-26. So again, the final score 64-42. We'll of course, Cats will be back on the road. Well, on the road tomorrow night, Saturday night, as they will take on the North Huskies at Evansville North. That game will start at 7 o'clock DuBois County time, and we'll have it for you at 1 o'clock on Sunday afternoon here on 18 WJTS. For Jeremy Marcos and Coach Caleb Bagley, I'm Carey Schneider saying so long from the JHS Gym.
The preceding was a special presentation of 18 WJTS TV. High school basketball on WJTS is proudly brought to you by Southern Indiana Propane, Mehringer Plumbing, Heating and Air, DuBois County Tire, Ubalor & Sons Chevy, Cadillac, Toyota, and 18 WJTS, a DC broadcasting company. Thank you for watching.